Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
Yeah. A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King Podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Elevate. I am your host, Justin Caraway. I am waiting on my co-host, Mr. CJ Boyd, to join me. He's running a little bit late, so we'll give him a little bit of time. I figured I'll start it off with doing something new by showing the commercials that has been put together by the BS3 Network. I'm so proud and so happy to be a part of this network. You don't understand. I don't even call it a network. I really call it a family. This family, the tightness that we have, the way that we move, the way that we communicate, and the way that we try to do things for the community is just, to me is second to none, to be honest with you. But today I'm very, very interested to have this conversation and hear some feedback and hear some thoughts on just on different perspectives, man. I mean, of course, we know what's, going on in today's society with the passing of the young rapper Takeoff from the group Migos, and want to say RIP to him and, condolences to his friends and family alike. And also just everything that I'm seeing going on in the media now, such as the things that's going on with Kanye or Ye, as he would like to be called. And also just me being an NBA fan and watching professional basketball and seeing what Kyrie Irving is facing and what he's going through, it's crazy to me. And CJ brought this topic to my attention about, investing in the Black community and in voting, like part of that to me, that all goes hand in hand, right? So when we think about investing within our community, what does that look like? What do we think of? What are we thinking of? What are we thinking that looks like as far as, is that money? Is that effort? Is that time? Is that volunteer work? Is that, just being a mentor? What is that? What does that look like? And that's one of the main things I'm interested to hear people's perspective on and pick people's brains about, because a lot of times, man, we say, yeah, let's invest in our community. But what does that look like for you as a person? What does that look like for us individually as young Black men and Black women, or just people in general? Because a lot of time we have people outside of our community that's willing to invest, that's willing to pour into us, that's willing to give us game, give us knowledge, give us the keys to success. But so many times I've seen it myself personally where we get in our own way and we block that quote unquote blessing. But with no further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Mr. CJ Boyd in. What's happening, Mr. Boyd?
Hey, I know this real unprofessional.
Very.
I had to stop at, you know what I'm saying? I had to stop right quick to fill up. Now, Hey, Justin. Now I'm gonna just need you just to hold it down, Lily, for 5 more minutes, because I'm literally, I'm around the corner. I'm out here in Duncanville. But hold on, right quick, brother. Hold on, right quick. Hey, bro, I want you to hear this. Boy.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Hey, bro. Hey, just give me like 5 minutes, and I'm gonna join right back in. All right.
All right, I got you. I'll hold it down. Yeah, man. Once again, man, I gotta definitely say, for me personally, that's what investing looked like to me. CJ is, of course, a little bit younger than me or whatever, but this is a good brother at heart. This is a young man that's willing to take the time out to listen and to learn. And it's not just me, you know what I'm saying? I have other people that I believe CJ looks at as mentors as well, and that CJ looks forward to hearing from and getting words of advice from. And it's not just men. Matter of fact, I got one of my family members and someone that I look forward to hearing from all the time. Good evening to you as well, sis. I'm so glad you're here to join us. And one of my big mentors out of Chicago, Illinois, Mr. A-Trap, is in the building. How are you, sir? But those are two individuals that I can say, honestly, I can pick their brain. I can learn a lot. Just don't even have to ask questions. Just watch them. Watch how they lead by example. Watch how they move. Watch how they present themselves. Watch how they carry themselves. Watch how you can see the wisdom just pouring off of them. They may not notice it, but I sure do, because when I'm around them, I soak up so much game. When I'm around them, I feel like it's time for me to shut up, take a back seat, and listen, because when you have people around you that are doing positive things or doing the things that you can look at and say, man, that's what's up. That's something that I want to subscribe to, or that's something that I want to, sort of pattern after myself, but not just pattern it, take it and copy and paste, but pattern it, make it your own, make it who you are, make it unique to your character, right? So, with Keisha, I love the fact that she's she's herself and she's genuine to who she is, and you're gonna love it and you're gonna respect it because she demands that. And it's not in a forceful way. It's this is who I am, this is what I stand for, and this is what I'm about. Same thing with A-Trap. I think they both have that in common, and that's one characteristic that I love about both of them. And there's a lot more, several more to go on, but we ain't gonna pump their heads up too much. We're gonna go ahead and let them make it with that. But I'm definitely interested to see, when you think of things such as, what's going on now with Kanye and Kyrie Irving, and the media is just basically trying to silence them, take away their voice, take away, okay, you can't hear them. And I have to say this, and I know I may get backlash, but that's okay. I'm not necessarily concerned about it. But it's one community in particular, every time their name is mentioned, you see things happen immediately. You see people lose jobs. You see people lose endorsements. You see people get money taken away from them. You see people get, their money handed back to them. We got to address that. We got to say something. We got to figure out why is that, and what is it that makes society, or what is it that makes that community so powerful or so put together that they can do things like that. And I think we're seeing that now, that the movement of council culture is no longer. You're seeing that is really one community that can say, yeah, we'll wrap this up. We'll cancel this. We'll stop this. And I'm just watching and waiting to see how this Kyrie Irving situation plays out. But same thing with Kanye. I'm waiting to see how this situation plays out. And believe it or not, some of the things that they're saying, it's actually some facts to it. It's actually some real substance behind it. once you get past all the hoopla or get past all the BS, is actually some real substance behind some of the things that they're saying. And I love the fact with Kyrie that he's, being unapologetic by saying, hey, I'm a young 30-year-old man and I'm just trying to figure things out. I'm just trying to learn. And I may offend some people as I go along, but my intentions are not to offend you. I am just taking in information as it's given to me and applying it to what I feel is right for Kyrie. It may not be right for you. You may not agree with everything that he's saying or everything that he's doing, but I can appreciate the fact that this young man is taking the time out to say, let me figure it out. Let me learn on my own and take in knowledge and take in wisdom and put it out there however I want to put it out there. A lot of times we tend to shy away. We go to what I like to call constructional reality, which is basically whatever society tells you to be, that's what you should be. And I think that that's taken away from not only us as individuals, but it's taken away from our originality. It's taken away from our community, because that's how we, become better. That's how we get better. That's how we become stronger, is when we're challenging and pushing each other to elevate to the next level. I strongly believe in that. I was just at an event this week, which is the T-shirt that I'm wearing now, Big D Reads, which is an event here, and it was an event here in Dallas, and the author was a Caucasian male, older gentleman, and he wrote a book. I think it's called The Accommodation, but basically he wrote this book back in the 50s, and the city banned it. The city basically buried this man's work because it was too, what you would call too much uproar in it. And mind you, this is back in the 1950s when this man wrote this book. And basically what he was doing was giving you the truth about Dallas, the city. He was giving you the truth about the politics and the racism that plagued this city, that continues to plague this city till this day. But because the powers that be didn't want that information out there, they buried this man's work. And I'm thankful that this man is still alive till this day. And I was able to take a photo with him and have a conversation with him, which was, very unique, very powerful, very inspirational to hear a Caucasian man speak so, caring about our community, caring about our people. And it doesn't go unnoticed. I definitely feel like there's someone that I'm definitely going to try to get on the show, or even if he doesn't want to do my show, I feel like he needs to do an episode on one of the BS3 network shows, just the information and the knowledge that this man has and the things that he saw, and he saw it from a different perspective. He didn't see it as a black man. He saw it as a Caucasian man and recognized some of the things that he benefited from, which came from our suffering, which came from our hard work, which came from our ancestors laying their life down in order for us to have the freedom, or have the, I don't even want to say freedom, but able to enjoy the things that we enjoy today. And it was so interesting just to hear that, and just to see that it was one of their own. It was a Caucasian man that they said, you know what? No, we ain't putting that information out there. We'll bury it. And here it is, 30, what? Yeah, I don't know. It's decades later. The information is just now getting out there, but it's coming out in book form. And not only that, but I'm going to share that information as I get it, because it's a play that's coming out here in Dallas that is based off of that book. And it was just that moving to actually have that experience with someone. And I know a lot of us, especially for my family, a lot of my family members probably know about this. A lot of my family members probably experienced some of the things that me and him discussed and me and him talked about. And it was just an honor and a privilege to be able to sit there across the table and have those intimate type of conversations with someone that, is, much older than you, but also able to give you wisdom and give you knowledge, but also encourage you in your current career, encourage you in your current field to push, make a difference, make a change, be something different. Just like what me and CJ will be talking about. He encouraged me to invest within my community. And what that looks like for me is simple. Being able to mentor, being able to come on here every week or every other week or whatever, and talk to you guys and get information out there that's just going to basically better our situation as a whole. It's so important that we take time out to really understand where we come from in order to know where we're going, because what we're doing now, it's not about Justin Caraway anymore. It's about Jeremiah Caraway. It's about Justice Caraway. It's about making sure that I leave a legacy or set up a better position for them to follow than what I came into. And I give all praises and all props to my parents. I feel like they did a damn good job of setting the standard for me to follow as well. Not just my parents, but my whole family, my aunts, my uncles. I feel like they have done a hell of a job of showing me what it is to actually set a legacy, or what it is to actually invest in someone, because it really truly does take a village. And having that village, or having that push behind you, or having the people that really give a damn to see you make things happen is super important. And I can't acknowledge that enough. But look, we got somebody joining us right now.
Boom.
What up, though?
What's the word, man? What we doing?
What's that jacket? What's the jacket?
You trying to?
Yeah, I'm sort of
drip. I'm drip. You know what I'm saying? I'm dripped out. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't nothing, man. It ain't nothing, man. It's just a jacket. I got. Was just doing a little internet surfing. I think it looked good, so went ahead and picked it out.
Yeah.
I was a little late.
No, you good. So I was.
My bad.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Bet that. I'm trying to see, do I want to sip on this joint right here? I got my, shout out to my Japanese folk, arigato, spent my, I spent like 2 solid months out there, I learned a little bit, or if I want to feel like I'm P. Diddy around this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I got me that Ciroc French brandy. I actually let the audience decide, see what y'all want your boy to sip on. You know what I'm saying? This good shit right here. Go ahead and get my glass pulled up. Shout out to everybody. But yeah, that's what your boy had to get, man. I had to get that, man. Hey, I get paid tomorrow, so that's the only reason why I got 2. Otherwise, I would have got 1 at a time. Shit. So
I can appreciate that. Right on. You say I get paid tomorrow.
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. So Alicia, I definitely. Alicia said go with the Ciroc, but CJ, Alicia said go with the Ciroc.
That was our little bet. Then that's what we're gonna roll with.
And then my sister said go with H2O, CJ. That's what I got tonight. Just good old water.
What? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Nah, Alicia, you're right. I mean. I do have, the fact that Kanye is willing to be transparent as far as telling everyone that, yes, he's not, like he is bipolar, he is going through things. I do have sort of a soft spot for him, but at the same time, I do feel like, okay, you have a platform and you have a responsibility that things that you say can, awaken people or can hold power with some people, but understand and realize that we're the only country that gives our entertainers or our celebrities or our athletes, we're the only country that allows them to be a huge influence, or should I say, with only culture? Because if you notice, I don't see Tom Brady saying anything political that holds weight. I don't see them, talking about, let's say Miley Cyrus on TMZ and her political views or her political ties and what it means to the culture or to the society. I don't see that, but I see that within our culture and within our community more often than not. And CJ, I definitely want you to jump in on this. I posed the question earlier. What does it mean for you to invest within the Black community? What does that mean to you?
To invest in the Black community. So, I feel like, investing in the Black community, what we need to start doing is we need to start, for one, actually start giving a damn about what we got going on in the Black community. I feel like a lot of us, especially like a lot of youngsters, don't really care about the community like that. And I was telling H-Rap when he was talking to his son, I think last episode about voting, I was saying how really like people ain't really gonna start caring until they start maybe settling down in their houses that they're gonna be in for like 10 plus years. Then you may start giving a damn about like the roads and who's running the school districts and things of that nature. But for most of us as a culture, I feel like we don't care until it's either too late, we're too old, and the cycle just keeps continuing. And investing in the Black community. We have monetary investments, and then I think we have investments within, on the knowledge side. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that we need to have better. Maybe what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like we need to start planting seeds within our communities in order for us to have any change, and I said plant seeds, it takes a tree like 10 plus years to grow, you know what I'm saying? Hell, right. One apple is going to take like some years for it to officially become an edible apple, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like us as Black people, I feel like, not to say that we don't care, but it's not on our minds, you know what I'm saying? And not to switch gears, but I actually
absolutely, we're gonna get into that. Absolutely.
Should we get into that now? Or should we kind of just wait until kind
of? I want you to keep going with your statement.
Right. Well, actually, what I was gonna say, I actually asked. I reached out on text messages, and I reached out like to my niggas on Instagram. Because I remember I was telling H-Rap, I was saying, I was like, my niggas, ain't nobody voting. We talk about a whole bunch of shit. We talk about a whole bunch of other shit, goddamn. We talk about all other shit. But don't nobody talk about voting. I do that shit, I want to know why. I had like 6 niggas I know that I kind of somewhat talk to, not on like the daily, but like, I just talk to. I was like, bro, like, why we, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with voting? You voting? All my niggas said, nah, I ain't voting. I was like, shit, what's up? First thing they asked me, they like, damn, bro, like, what, like, you failed some shit? Like, what you trying to get on? I said, oh, no, I'm just shit, nigga. I just want to know what's happening. Shit, like, what's good? Right. They was saying, and basically all they were saying was, man, voting don't change shit. Or how is voting going to change, you know what I'm saying, what I got? What's going on, young blood?
Jeremiah in the building.
What's going on, big dog? Exactly. Yeah. I was gonna say, they were saying like, man, they, like them changes ain't gonna happen. They were saying like, You know, like, man, all them presidents, you know, like what they gonna do for us. And I remember we talked like about a month ago, you know, how we were talking about voting and how we need to worry about more what's in our district than about the bigger picture. The presidents of them, they're more like international representation. That's more level they on. So I try to tell them, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, and I felt ashamed because I cannot tell you who's the mayor of DeSoto, Duncanville. So, but you know what I'm saying? You know, but then I gave myself some, you know what I'm saying, like some grieves. Well, not some grieves, you know, but I gave my chance. I gave myself a chance, you know, because I'm out there in Lancaster. Right. And I said, you know what? I cannot tell you now one mayor the whole time existence me living in Lancaster. I don't even know who was a mayor. I can't tell you who was a judge. Just because I don't, you know, I mean, I'm 25, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't know. Like, and I was asking my niggas here. I know niggas that live out there, you know what's crazy? I don't even know who's the mayor of Dallas. Like, and you know what? I'm like, hey, bro, like, who's the mayor of Dallas right now? Nobody answered that. Like, hey, who's running for district court in your district? They're like, nigga, I don't know. Yeah, like shit. I mean, I'm like shit. I'm like, I don't know either. I don't know any of that information. So for one, I was saying if I don't even know all that information, I feel bad blindly voting. You know what I'm saying? And I was just asking my niggas, I'm like,
that's it, Eric Johnson, black dude too, man.
Dallas.
Yeah, I actually met him at an event that I did for work, and man, real down to earth dude. At least, of course, I mean, anytime you meet someone at work events, of course they know how to put on that political smile and grin and shake hands and so nice to meet you, brother. Blah blah blah. The crazy thing about it is for me personally, especially when I'm, you know, within the city and I'm, you know, dealing with politicians or dealing with officials, period. A lot of times because my name, you know, Caraway, they ask me that same $1 million question. They don't even ask me anymore, am I related? They say, what is your relation to Dwayne? Because my cousin used to do politics in Dallas, and he was actually a former mayor of Dallas. I don't know if he was elected or just placed in that role, but he definitely had that title. And he's highly, highly respected within the Oak Cliff and South Dallas community alike. So anytime I do events, networking, whatever, I constantly get that now. And it's so weird for me because I don't even like to, because I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to ride his coattail. So when I'm introducing myself, I try to introduce myself as just Justin, right? I don't want that name. And it's not a shot towards him. It's not a dig towards him or nothing like that. But it's just, I don't want people to look at me and feel like, oh, I'm just trying to ride that Caraway coattail. So I always introduce myself as Justin with Comerica Bank. But then it becomes, Justin, what's your last name? And then, you know, I don't have a choice, which is fine. But I always tell people, especially like, you know, the guy I was talking about earlier that wrote the book, when I met him, that was, Tuesday night when I met him, you know, that was the first thing out of his mouth. Like, what's your relation to Dwayne? And it's like, yes, that's a distant cousin of mine. I don't really, I sat down and had lunch with him a few times or whatever, just on the sure fact that, you know, my job. But other than that, it's not like how you see me and King Dawk or Mika and Alicia running around kicking it. It ain't like that there, you know? And he's much older than me. So, of course not.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I was
he was pro term.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bet that. But you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, you know, like most of them, like, you know what I'm saying, like our generation. You know what I mean? I'm talking about mine, you know, like they don't really care. So, you know, which I kind of understand because to be honest, and like I was telling, bro, you know, especially us today now, man, people move from city to city like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was saying, well, niggas ain't really gonna start caring for one until you start owning a house. Like, just so like until you start owning shit, until your kids start going to school, you know you're gonna be here for shit 10 plus years at least. Yeah. Then you might start caring, but you know what I'm saying? And one thing for sure about me, we always have adults. Always, well, we are all adults, but you know, mostly the older generation saying, "Hey, did you vote? Are you voting?" Right? And I remember my dad asked me, "Was I voting?" I said, "Yeah, I vote, but I need to do my research." You know, it's then he was like, "What you talking about?" And I was like, I felt ashamed. I didn't know, and I'm not saying you have to, but the first time I voted, I was blindly voting because I didn't know nobody. I was just wait. How voting was supposed to work was I thought I just went up in that shit, and they was like, bro, let me tell you something, nigga. I thought this was the 1800s. Like, you know how they used to have like a card? They like, if you want this nigga, vote here. If you want that nigga, vote here. That's what I thought. I was like, all right, so I'm about to write, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, Joe Biden or Trump or whatever, right? Well, they asked me some shit like in judge in District 13, who I was like, nigga, I don't even know what district we. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt so bad. I'm like, bro, and then it hit me like, and literally on like the 39th, the 40th question, who will you want to represent? That's when I voted, but I felt so bad. I said, bro, I don't even know nobody on this. I don't know literally
nobody on the ballot.
I mean, you know, now of course you may know some of the governors, like goddamn, you know what I'm saying, like Rick Perry and O'Rourke, right? Ain't that the nigga name? O'Rourke?
Ortiz, Beto Ortiz? What you talking about?
No, O'Rourke, Beto. I don't fucking. You see, I don't even know this shit, bro. Goddamn, you know. But anyway, the point I was trying to make was like they asking all these questions and nobody. Not to say nobody, but you would be surprised. The majority of people don't know who these people are within their own city unless you're really trying to make that difference, right? But then I asked my niggas, I'm like, so what we doing? And he was like, and like my partner's like, shit, bro, like you know what I'm on, shit. I'm giving things out. I'm you know, doing little food drives. I'm doing this, that, and the third. Right. You know, I'm putting my own action, which there's nothing wrong with that. And truthfully, I feel like that's more my fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know how we invest is
that's
really
Beto. You had it right.
Oh shit,
yeah,
bro. I'm dumbed in a hole. Legally, I'm tweaking, fool.
Now, let me ask you this, CJ, because you definitely hit it dead on. I feel like, you know, your generation, and I'm guilty of this as well. I remember being, you know, in my early 20s and feeling like, vote for what? Like my vote ain't gonna really mean nothing. It ain't gonna really count for nothing, right? I remember being that way, or having that same sentiment, that same thought process. I guess my question to you is, what can we do as far as like an older generation or older, like me being an older guy? Like, what can I do to change that mind frame, to help change the mindset, help gear, like you said, you ask your partners, like, yo, y'all gonna vote? And everybody's like, for what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you got to understand and realize is, and I honestly figured this out later on in life, but what you're voting for today doesn't really, the change that you are asking for, or the change that you want to see, it's not instant, you know? that change comes over time. So what you're voting for is to say, hey, this system that we got in place now, let's scrap that and let's figure out something different that when I look back 5 or 10 years from now, it's a better situation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too many times where, especially me being out here in Roy City, man, you won't believe the signs that I see. I got people, well, I see people in my own neighborhood with signs in their yard saying vote Republican. It don't say nothing about anybody's views, nothing about their policies, nothing about who they stand with or what they stand for. They just want you to vote Republican because they feel as if it benefits them. And when I say they, I think we all know who I'm talking about here, but they feel like keep it Republican because it's going to benefit us. Do not change Texas to Democrat. Do not change Texas to an independent party or anybody that's independent. Normally, you don't even get the time of day because you don't have the financial backing behind you. Right. But I feel like us, especially as African Americans, like we're known for voting Democratic. But what are we pushing them to do for us? What are we saying? Hey, you want this vote? Tell us what your policies are. Tell us what you plan on changing. Tell us what you're going to do to make the situation better for us. And not just Democrats, but I'll do the same thing for a Republican candidate. If you're going to run, you need to tell me how am I going to benefit, or how is my community or how is my society going to benefit with you being in office? Because if I don't vote or if we don't vote, guess what? Your ass may not get it anyway. So that's my question to you is like, you know, how do I get some of your younger partners to really start taking an investment and understanding that, hey, 5, maybe even closer than that, 2-3 years from now, y'all will be buying houses. Y'all will be, you know, hey, my kid in school, especially you, CJ, your son, he'll be in school here before you know it. And you want to know, like, okay, what is this city council member, or what is this mayor, or what is this judge? What are their policies? What are their views? How do they view this community? Especially being out there in Lancaster, DeSoto, Duncanville, those areas, it's predominantly Black. So for me personally, I look at that and I feel like that's where we should be. You guys, the younger generation, that's where y'all should be the most invested in. Y'all should be coming up here to the North teaching us like, yo, now this is what you need to look for. These are the ones you need to be pushing. These are the ones you need to be, you know, putting those calls in. Like your partner said, if you out here doing work in the community, believe me, they gonna find you. Because when I got the phone call from the city of Garland, I was just really like, I don't even know how they got my phone number. I ain't talked to nobody. But they find you. But then I get to, you know, meet these people and rub shoulders and realize and understand, like, you don't even understand the community. You ain't nowhere close to even understanding what's going on certain parts of town because you ain't got to go there. Or if you do go there, it's for entertainment. Like the state fair just ended, right? That's probably the most Fair Park will ever see white people throughout the whole year. Is state fair in Texas OU. That's it. Other than that, what they going to Fair Park for? That's why they so adamant about let's move that game. Let's move it. Let's move it. Take it from the Cotton Bowl. Move it to Jerry's World. Move it to AT&T. That's why they willing to do that. They don't. That's historical ground for us, for our community, right? Fair Park is historical for us for a lot of different reasons, but when it comes down to it, man, what you got to realize and understand is they ain't gonna give a damn about you because your voice ain't big enough. And how you make sure your voice is big enough and your voice is heard is by doing exactly what you just said. Get out there and vote. Get out there and let them know, hey, we here. We count for something. It may not, you know, it may not be something that's on your radar as of right now, but we gonna make sure we push it and put it on your radar. You can't avoid us anymore. Here it is. Here's the problem. Tell me what you're going to do to make it better. Tell me what you're going to do to help us not make it better for us, but help us address the issue. And notice the key word in that is help us address the issues, because we got to take on some of that accountability ourselves as well. And that's one thing I would, love to sit down with your partners, chop it up with them about, like, yo, this is why it's super and so important to get out there and vote, to get out there and make sure you heard. Because once you buy your house, CJ, which honestly, I see that coming for you sooner than later. But once you do that, bro, like, yeah, you'll see it really does matter. Because when they say, oh, well, yeah, CJ, we know you got the nice Charger or whatever, but you like, nah, these potholes turn me up. I need these potholes. And they like, oh, you're on the other side of town. We ain't worried about that. You good.
So first, do we got any comments right quick? Wait,
Yeah, we got Alicia in here. She was saying we definitely want to get Abbott out of the office. You absolutely right. I feel like we don't even have to say that as Black people. And if you notice his campaign, he's only running one ad, and that's to try to hurt Beto so bad by saying he didn't pay his taxes. He didn't do his taxes. He's going to open up the border. Like, are we serious right now? Are we? You got to be kidding me. But not only that, I had an opportunity to meet with. I can't talk right now. I met with him at UTD, man, and dude, when I tell you he came in, the amount of love that he got from, really, it's a lot of foreigners at UTD, and they're trying to bring in a bigger Black population at that school. So that's something that I definitely want to, help in. And they're actually in a program, they're designing a program now to draw in more African-American students to UTD. Because right now it ain't nothing but straight foreigners and a sprinkle of white here and there, but majority foreigners running that campus, to be real.
Right.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, you're absolutely right. And that's the thing, like, we're doing it to ourselves now with the mind frame. Imagine, CJ, like, I tell myself this too. Imagine if I thought the way I did at 37, if I thought that way at 21, or I thought that way at 20. You know what I'm saying? You know how different my outcome or my life or my reality would be if I had that mind frame. But things happen for a reason. But just as simple as voting and understanding politics, or understanding what it truly really means. And it's done that way on purpose. They do that to keep us stagnant. They do that just like what you said earlier. We don't care about things until it's too late, we too old, or we already done died off. You know what I'm saying? That's when we seem to care. So that mind frame, CJ, you doing better than a lot of people, honestly. Going at 25 and voting, you doing better than a lot of people, to be completely transparent and be completely real with you. Because there's a lot of people I know at 30 plus, even in 40s, that are like, vote. But no, I don't even know where to begin with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, or people that feel like, well, I got that F on my record, I can't do it. There's ways around that, but we don't know that because we don't apply ourselves to know that, though.
So I kind of wanted to dissect what you were saying. So first, I want to start with, what could the older generation do? I would say stop focusing on parties and start focusing on who's going to make a change in your community. You know what I'm saying? If a Democrat makes a change in my community, you damn right. If a Republican makes a change in my community, you damn right. If an individualist, even though the individualist, like a liberal, like a liberal or an independent party, the people that really don't get, they gonna make a difference. That's when you start teaching. And I'm gonna teach my kid. It don't matter about Republican or Democrats or if you want to take it back, the Federalist and the Anti-Federalist, just for people that, history class type shit. I only know about that because we talking about that in college, nigga. I would have never brought that information had I not, because, nigga, what the fuck? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I would say I would want the older generation to start focusing more on teaching the kids, first off, study up on who's in your area. Yes, international representation is very important, but focus on who's in your area. Whoever the next, let me see, we'll probably live to see another 4 years, 8, 32, possibly 8 more presidents. And that's and I'm speaking if everybody just had one term, because that's 4 years. So 8 times 4 is 32. You'll be, so we both gonna be old, you know what I'm talking about?
I may shock you. I may make it to be 120.
Shit, well, your dad like 88, so shit. So I mean,
Hey,
he's still walking.
Don't do my pops like that.
Oh, my bad. No, I'm sorry about my bad. So he 81, right? He 81, right? No, he's 71.
No, he 80.
Okay, shit. Okay, you 80. Okay, my bad, Mr. Sir. You know what I'm saying? But
and shout out to my mama, man. She about to be 80 on the 14th.
14th of this month?
Yep.
Hey, what you doing, man? Shit, what I gonna do for her?
Shoot, I'm trying to get with my siblings now, man.
Hey, my bad, ma'am. Tracy, I wasn't trying to disrespect your dad. Hold on. And by the way, you know what, Tracy? Because I met you in real life. I seen your dad, and that's so funny because I thought that was your grandpa. He's like, nah, this is my dad. I said, oh shit. But you know what? He a cool dude. I shook his hand. I said, hey, sir, how you doing? I said, hey, man, I'm just the best friend. He said, oh, okay, all right, cool, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, real cool dude, man. Very good young man. Very, you know what I'm saying?
You keep doing it to yourself.
hey, he's a very cool individual. And when I went to your, I ain't mean no disrespect to your aunt, me. Shit, I thought that was your dad and granddad. Hell, he missing the oxygen tank. No, I'm sorry, playing. But no. But no. Hey, Justin. When you told me that story, because I went to your house. I went to your house for the very first time. Sunday, yeah, I went to your house Sunday. Man, next time when we come over, next time I'm gonna have to come over when it's like in the morning, not in the morning, but like still daylight outside. So you know what I'm saying? But anyway, but when you was telling me about your dad and like, like as far as like what he did with the whole taking in of the different kids and everything, man, that's some real nigga shit, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, shit. Hey, Ava, bring her nieces and nephews in this home. I'm like, hey, what you doing? Shit, what you?
Bring her
I'm like, hey, you bring all your nieces and nephews. I'm like, hey,
too much going on.
Hey, too much going on. But nah, but your dad real. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he a real soldier. Shout out to your dad, man. And if you do something,
cornbread ass, he said, I thought the little boy was gonna stay at the top bunk.
I sweet. No, I just want him up there just so I can see like what's he gonna do, right? Like if I ever put him on a bunk bed when he ain't gonna you gonna be asleep, you gonna don't you gonna hear him scream like a motherfucker.
Oh, he was looking at them steps too, like I
he was looking too.
Yeah, like I got
he was looking too.
Yeah, he had came in the room. He was like, I moved my basketball goal. I said, why you do that? I thought the little boy was gonna stay up at the top bunk. No, man, he's going home, man. Oh man, I put my basketball goal back. So yeah, go and put it back, dog.
He's swinging. Hey, next time, when we like go to Doty's, or if I'm out there in Rockwall for some reason, that we got if you're not busy on a weekend, you know what I'm saying? It was a real cool time, man. I ain't never been to a place before, man. That was real cool. I was like, man, we need to come out here when it's daylight. Man, hold on, Justin. And then when Melissa was telling me how to get out the neighborhood, bro, that shit was dark as fuck. The turn, bro.
The county road, yeah.
I said, bro, this how you get out. She was like, yeah, I think so. Boy, I pulled in. Man, hell no. And you know what's crazy? When we went out that way, I never told, but I seen some light in the distance. Like, I don't know what the fuck that. I like that shit ain't happening. I said, nah, I put that old pothole at, man. Yeah,
it runs you right to 30. That's why she told y'all, because that's the quickest way to get to 30 without going through the whole neighborhood again. But I mean, to me, of course, because I've been here, so I'm accustomed to driving it now, But
next time I'm going to the neighborhood. Well, I don't know what the fuck that was, but I said, nah, we're gonna go ahead and I act like I don't know about you, but when you just see some shit, it's some. I'm like, bro, I didn't even see that shit. Like, let's say you fuck around, like you home by yourself, you just hear somebody just scream, like, ah, it's just you.
Oh yeah,
you're like, nah, I'm good. Yeah. Nah, I don't even need to go in that other room. I'm about to call the night. I'm finna go to sleep here.
Listen, I got two options. I would either be in Garland, Texas, or in Forney, Texas. But whatever did that screaming, it can have this house here in Roy City. I'm out.
Hey, facts. We out of there.
Yep. I will make a phone call to Mika, Alicia, or Terrence. Somebody got to answer. Somebody got an extra room. Hey, I just need to crash. We go over there tomorrow during the day, figure out what was making that screaming noise. But until then, I ain't there.
Hey, you know what's crazy, Justin? You got at least like 20 people you can call.
Oh, yeah.
Like back to back. Like,
oh, yeah.
You talking about, hey, Mika ain't answer. Ivan ain't answer. Alicia, Nicole, Terrence, Paul.
Take them all off the list.
Hey, just take them all off. You know what I'm saying?
I'll come out that way. I'll hit you up. Hey, CJ, I don't know what just happened at the crib, but I know it's a 50-minute drive. But I'm making my way up out of there because,
Hey, we got you right. We got you right there next to Kane, little pen or whatever.
I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that all day. I will make myself comfortable. No problem.
Hey, but nah, bro. But we're kind of we gotta talk like a motherfucker. But but on the serious note, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to voting, I just feel like that we need to just be more aware as far as what's happening, and we need to stay more focused as far as who's in our own neighborhoods and cities and things of that nature, and then maybe people will start caring. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. I appreciate like what my niggas and what I'm doing. Hell, I signed up for like a little homeless shelter volunteer deal. You know what I'm saying? So I can get more involved in the city of Dallas to see, just to feed people. That's cool. But people don't even know about like these roads fucked up. People don't know that's DOT. That's the state of Texas, like state transportation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's them that fix that. You know what I'm saying? And it's people that we can vote because how that's represented. And I didn't even notice till like today. You know what I'm saying? How the roads and shit like be built and, like they decide it's a representative for everybody's individual city. That representative, they're the ones that pay or that use our tax dollars for those vendors that they use. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for different cities, it matters. That's why Lancaster, these roads, Houston School Road is the. I don't know if you've been on this road. Houston School Road has been fucked up for the majority of my whole existence. These roads have never been fixed. Like never. Road feel like goddamn.
Yeah, like you just
like shit. You know, hell, I gotta go to Lancaster. Hell, I gotta use School Road shit. I gotta get some pills from my mama for some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go to my mama's house after this. That road about to be fucked up, and I got some new tires on my shit, man. You think I want to drive my baby, man? I'm glad the suspension good on my shit. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta figure out another route, boy. You used to School Road.
Ain't no other road shit because I gotta get off. It's been messed up,
boy. It's been that way for a good minute, man. A hot minute. Right over there, isn't that? It's a Whataburger right over there too, right?
Yeah, right in Whataburger and that Quick Trip.
Yeah.
Hey, Nika been in Lancaster. Yeah, she know exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but you know what's crazy? You don't see this type of stuff in the other neighborhoods. You know what I'm talking about? Because you know why? Because they give a shit.
Yeah.
They give a shit. And they like, you know what? No, hey, let's get them off. Let's go ahead and fix their road. When it come to us or just any predominantly black neighborhood, hell, South Dallas been fucked up for I don't know how long. But you know what's crazy? When the state fair comes in, I'm trying to. Hey, I done got my shit popped. Go, man. Houston School Road got to be top 5 worst in the Dallas Metroplex, man. Oh my goodness, boy. Houston School. Hey, you know what? This is a little side. This how you know Houston School Road fucked up. One of the bus tires popped on Houston School Road. And you know what's crazy? There was like, what the fuck was in the road to make a damn tire pop? It was a big ass nail the size of my goddamn laptop that was left by like a tractor or something or whatever. So yeah, the road's been fucked up. Justice, it's okay. So you know how we got like horses and shit, bro. It be random fucking horses that just be riding. I don't know what the fuck going on with that damn road, Houston School Road. It just be some shit. Goddamn car crash debris still be there. I'm like, bro, hey, the car crash was like 3 weeks ago. You thinking they gonna clean the shit up?
Nah,
man.
They just get the car up out the way. Be like,
they just get the car up.
Y'all just go around it, drive around it.
Damn, bro, Houston School Road fucked up in Langston. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Shit, that, and you know what's crazy? There's certain parts in Beltline. Because you know, Beltline, well, you know what's crazy? Beltline is like a real big ass circle. It literally extends from, I think the furthest it goes out to is like Farmers Branch, that Carrollton area, all the way to, you can take Beltline to like Lancaster, Red Oak, like literally like through, you know what I'm saying? You know where we at? Yep. Do you not know on them Richard, like the Carrolltons and the Farmers Branch, that belt line look amazing.
Oh yeah.
These belt lines around here, boy, they look like shit straight, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? All that can change if we can start giving a damn, because we really, you know what I'm saying? We just accept it.
Yeah.
We just be like, well, shit. Everybody, bro, you 30, bro, you ain't even from Lancaster, you know, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? In Houston School Road, everybody know Houston School Road fucked up. You know what? But you know what's crazy? And that's crazy because Lancaster as a school district has been like, and you would assume, by the way, quick side note, just revolt matters. You see how they took away Duncan Bills? They took away Duncan Bills. They stripped their trophies and shit, but they ain't do the same shit for Allen, Laredo, all them, you know, them PWIs, them, you know what I'm saying, them joints. But they got us up out of there. You know, the Duncan Bill up out of there. You know, and you know what? They did the same for Dallas Kimball. When Kimball was in like from, you know, I remember because I was playing basketball when they was getting all them players from Irving and all, they took their shit away. But you know what? When it comes to Allen, when it comes to all these predominantly, you know what, schools, it's never an issue. And you know what? If we speak up, we can make that change. But that's the problem with us. Like, we too cool with it. And like I said, until unfortunately, like I said, either we're too old, it doesn't at that point of our life, hell, when we fucking like 80 years old, like what, like you cool, like you don't even give a fuck no more. At that point, you like shit, it is what it is. So that's why I'm saying, like, we need to start to be more active. And kind of just to circle back to your question for how maybe the older generation and maybe you can feed off me. What I'm going to teach my little dude is I'm going to say, fuck the politics. You need to learn, first off, you need to learn the people in your district. So where the fuck we at, whether it be here or Midlothian or Waxahachie, wherever the fuck we, learn the people that's in like the mayor, the judges and that's a really major part. Because you're convict, because the judge have the power to convict and to determine how the rest of your life goes when you fuck up. So that's really important. So you need to know all this information, then you get to the big shit. So I'm gonna teach my son who's in our area. Start learning who's in your area. Start paying attention to them signs that they be vote for this. Google them, look them up right quick.
Mm-hmm.
You start doing that. Then you start to understand the value within your own community instead of making it a whole Joe Biden, Trump, Barack Obama, all the presidents.
Right.
Dim it down to the state level, and we're in the state level, but kind of condone it down a little bit more into the city level. That's what I would have heard. That's what I would have wished I would have heard when I was a kid. Because Man, they was talking about Trump and to put us back in slavery and shit. I can't believe I believe that shit, man. So I was like, man, they really, you know what I'm saying? So, right, because the local elections, that's gonna hold more weight to what you and I ever gonna, you know what I'm saying, than the president. Beto O'Rourke, all these people, all these local Dallas people that's really in the community, they know what's going on. And guess what? If you get that vote right, then when it comes to the big picture, then they gonna vote right.
Yeah.
So it all starts somewhere. So that's what I would teach my kids, and that's what I wish maybe if you want to teach cornbread and teach, of course, your other kids as well, teach them, hey, the president care, like all that shit matter, but your local elections, your judges, your sheriffs, your district court, whoever's, those are, I would even say, more important than the president, than the governor.
They represent the community, which in return, with them representing your community or representing your interests, in return, they turn around and they also, that point, they start representing district. Then at that point, that starts representing your state. Then at that point, that starts representing your state, starts representing your that's who's your presidents, and everybody else is influenced by who's your state representative. Because your state representative unheard from this, that, and the other, unheard from this city council, this government, or this, this mayor, or whatever. Like, that's what you want. Like, if you notice when Katrina happened in New Orleans, and you notice that Bush was in contact with the mayor of the city, that was huge. And that's why a lot of us look at that and we're like, man, that was a lot of foul play going on with that situation. And he had direct contact with the mayor of New Orleans. So when
you said who had?
George Bush. George Bush was in office when that happened. But he had it was a disaster. It was a natural disaster. So when you had so many people that were, misplaced, or so many people that went without for days, and it's sad that things wasn't handled correctly on a local level. Now, granted, yes, your president, yes, they have the authority to step in and say, you know what, all that other shit, no, we overriding that. We're going to do it my way. But I understand from a perspective of, okay, this is your city. You know it better than what I do. Tell me how I can lend aid. Tell me what I can do to help make the situation better. But if you're not telling me anything, or you can't tell me things that I need to do in order to help the situation, can't be mad at nobody but self, right?
Hold on, just time out. That was very important what you just said, and you need to spread that, and I need to spread that. That's literally, so when we represent, you know what I'm saying, facts. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's exactly right. Like, you're right. Do I expect Joe Biden or hell even Barack Obama to know what the fuck was going on down here in Dallas? No. You know who President Barack gonna call? He gonna call the mayor. Pretty much. Well, if you don't go through like the state governor or some shit, but pretty much them two. Especially if you want to talk to a city, he'll probably go through, you know, state governor. Say, hey,
put me in contact.
Put me in contact. That's how that happens. You know, President Joe Biden, he don't know what the fuck going on in like right now. Like he's probably aloof to whatever the fuck just happened, and you know, in Dallas, like he don't know about all that. That's why he relies on our state representation and local representation, because it's a chain reaction. The state representation, the governor, they and they mayor shit, they like this. They expect them, hey, what the fuck going on? So I can tell the big dude, hey, shit, because I don't. Hell, do you not know how big Texas is? You know how big Louisiana is and all these goddamn, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Justin, go ahead.
Nah, it's just like what you said. It's just like having a job, right? So you have, you have your supervisor, you have your managers, you have your, district manager, regional manager, and you have your general manager, right? So you have the chain of command that you must report up to. So when you're seeing things happen on a local level, you have to look at the bottom. You have to say, okay, well, what is because basically, especially now, how I look at politicians are, you work for me because it's my tax dollars that's helping you with your salary. It's my tax dollars that's basically going to, keep you in the loop or keep you in power, right? Or my vote that's going to keep you in power. So you work for me at this point. So as you being my employee, I expect certain things out of you. I expect to see certain things. And if I don't see those certain things, then I know it's time for me to make a change, right? It's time for me to say, okay, let me make a cut here or there, right? Or if the whole team, just like sports, sports, if a team isn't functioning, they may keep one or two players and say, we in a rebuild mode. We rebuilding. And we got to do the same thing with our politicians. We got to do the same thing with our elected officials. When they're not doing what they need to do, we need to hit the rebuild mode. We need to go ahead and say, all right, let's go ahead and wipe all this out. Forget about that. Let's start from scratch, right? But go ahead. We're going to wrap it up because, we got perspective coming on here in another few minutes. So we need to go ahead and wrap up. CJ, I want to go ahead and give you the floor for your final thought, and then I'll wrap us on up.
All right, so first off, I appreciate everybody for being here. Secondly, that was a badass intro, which Mika or Lily, y'all can hit Justin or me. Bro, how'd you get that intro, bro? Did the Cole nigga, did he do that? Shit, he need to do that for us, man. Hey, you know what? Hey, fuck it. I'm about to get good on this Adobe Reader, nigga. I'm about to make it seem like a Michael Bay film in this bitch. I'm about to see no. I'm about to have it looking like Undisputed. We finna have I'm gonna have to get us an intro, bro. So we need an intro.
Who was the big director for music videos back in the day? Hype Williams. There it is. We finna make a Hype Williams type of intro.
We need to have us a goddamn intro, bro. Shit, because that was a dope intro. Hey, they start off with Lily, and then man, they start off with Lee, then they start off with Mika when she be doing her. Well, I don't want to put up the sign because I know how like sororities and fraternities. That's gonna be an episode sometime within the future. We're gonna talk about sororities and fraternities. Because I actually got somebody that want to talk about it, and he's actually in the fraternity. Because I was like, I got questions, but yeah, that's for another. Man,
hey, set that up, CJ. Because I know for a fact we could get Mika on that one because Mika is she's very big and active with hers, and I would love to hear certain thoughts and perspectives on things because I know they can't share everything.
Yeah, it's some secret society shit. But anyway, Mika be throwing up goddamn symbol. She be like, "Well, I believe if you ain't gonna do it," and so then that's why boy, that shit be looking professional as fuck. So we need to get us an intro, Justin. Like, Justice, can you rap? Can you know what I'm saying? You know, cause I can.
I ain't no rapper.
Hey, I'm about to be in this hole writing some lyrics. I'm about to be saying some. Fofos, I'm tipping. Wood games on Chris. Let me. I don't know some shit. I don't know. But anyway, but like real shit though. But like final thoughts though. It was a real. My cousin.
Oh yeah, Kiki. Yeah.
Well, shit. What's your cousin too, Justin?
Yeah.
Let her know shit. Hey, yeah, let her know that. You know what I'm saying? We can do that shit.
Yep, Chico did the beat. He did our beat. He did our intro with that. But
your son, he said he got you. Hey, your son said he got us.
Man, listen, Jeremiah, I'm picking you up tomorrow, so I'm willing to see. I'm gonna let you play around and see what you can do. But I ain't gonna write home to that one, man. Ain't no telling with Jeremiah. He'll probably put us on some real young boy. Some rapper you ain't never heard of type of thing.
Put us on Young Thug type shit. He finna have us listen to some goddamn. Hey, hold on. Talk about. Hey, so I actually went to your boy page. I went to his page. And I watched his car review thing. I watched him do your car and his mama car. Man, he was actually doing. You know what I'm saying? So whenever he's in the area. Wait, is he gonna stay the weekend with you this weekend?
Yeah, he'll be here this weekend for sure.
Okay, I'll try to see if I can this week if you're not busy, if you got something going on, because I know the Cowboys don't play this weekend. I was gonna say, but Cowboys they're on a bye week.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the Eagles lose tonight. Fingers crossed.
Oh, they playing tonight? Or who they play?
The Texans.
Shit, that's a dub, goddamn. But anyway, but final thoughts. Hey, final thoughts. Y'all. It's very good episode as always. Appreciate my boy Justin. You know what I'm saying, holding it down. Y'all tune in to perspective. You know what I'm saying, to see why niggas be cheating.
Hey, females cheat too. Don't just put it out on us.
I mean, well, that's.
We ain't getting into that topic. Nope.
No, no, you're right. You're right. I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah. Hey, so I'm gonna be in that comment section jumping. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't a relationship channel. You know what I'm saying? That's all we gonna do. But
we can though. I'm fine with it.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, Justin, bro. We got like. It's already like 4 channels dedicated to relationships and shit. Yeah, so that shit kind of.
It's from like It's from a different angle though. You gotta look at what their audience is gonna draw. Right? They're gonna draw a much older crowd, a much more, I would say, distinguished crowd than what we would draw. Right? So.
True.
Their conversations are going to be a little bit different from ours. So even then, I mean, it's life. We're all adults. Although we may be in different stages or different phases in our lives, it doesn't change the facts that we're adults. And we all pretty much, I don't want to say we all experience the same thing, but we do pretty much experience some of these same things. So relationships for you may look different than what a relationship for Paris or Keisha may look, So you never really know, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But real talk, final thoughts, real this time. Hold on. So like, do we have any comments?
No, we good. We gonna wrap up.
All right. Final thoughts. Y'all make sure voting is important. But if voting is not your fight, you can always make a difference in your community by, like, you can donate, you can, get you involved with the homeless shelter. It's many other ways you can impact your community than voting, but voting is important. And start with voting for the people in your district and in your small towns, and also investing. Invest seeds with whoever you drop them little knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You invest what your predecessors would have did. You just drop them little nuggets. You try to make improvements to the community, and you can only hope that when you dropping them nuggets with them young boys, hey, when you in the park, hey, talk to them. Ask them, hey, so what you doing with school? Ask them that. Ask them when you see that senior or that junior. Say, hey, bro, like, what's going on with school? Oh, I'm cool on school. Or just, I'm a hoop here. I'm like, hey, how the grades look? Just get more involved. You know what I'm saying? We are a lot more than just a mean mug, bro. You don't gotta mean mug each other. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't saying you gotta be all huggy-duggy, but just, just ask how somebody's doing. That's an investment within your community. And if you invest within your community, that community is going to do better for you. So just invest in your community.
Yep. So to piggyback off of CJ, and this is pretty much my final thought, I have a challenge for us is not just Black men, but Black people in general. When you see us or you see anyone out in the public space, and especially for myself, since I, started going downtown now to the office the 2 days a week, I make it a point that I see at least 3 Black people, and I make sure to greet them with a smile and a hello. A smile and hello. Smile, hello, how are you? Keep it pushing. That's it. So I challenge us to make that a part of our day. Start out as small as you need to. It could be 1 a day. It could be 2 a day. Start out as small as you need to and watch the difference that impact. Just something as small as that. Watch the difference of an impact that makes. And it feels so good for me, honestly, when I have to dress up now and I ain't got to worry about nobody saying, you going to court? You got a funeral to go to? Now I'm actually going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole totally different feel. But that's one of my things that I do for myself. And it don't even have to be at work. It can be simple. It could be going to your local Walmart or going to Kroger or anywhere, gas station, anywhere that you see one of us. Because CJ, you got that right on the money. We're more than just mean mugs. We're more than just trying to be the tough guy. At this point, I want us to learn how to embrace each other, show each other respect, and show each other love, and treat each other totally different than what once again, the word that stuck with me, that really resonated with me, was what is, now I can't even think of it, but it's constructional reality. And constructional reality, really all that is what society is telling you to be. So you're constructing your life around what society is telling you to be in order for your reality to illuminate that or show that. So that's my challenge. With that being said, man, we're going to wrap up. Thank you all for joining us.
Hey, hold on right quick. Hold on. Time out. Time out. Hey, hold on. So this weekend, you down for me and you? Pause.
Yeah, pause. Wait.
hey, pause. Hey, pause, brother. But you down? Let me see. Saturday or Sunday. You trying to I don't know. You trying to maybe hit up the harbor or something? You trying to go to Doty's?
Yeah, we probably can do that for sure.
Doty's or somewhere that's closer to I mean, it don't matter.
No, that's cool for us. That's gonna be the closest for us. For y'all, that ain't just super close.
Hell nah, boy. Man, bro, we gotta pass through. Man, we gotta pass through 2 bodies of lakes just to get over the other side. But yeah, I got you.
Yeah. But I got you, man. I'm gonna get at you with that, man.
Yeah, you get at me.
We out, everybody. Thank y'all. And I ask that you like, subscribe, and comment, and make sure you share this with a friend. Thank you.